Hello, and welcome back to Nick's Hobbies and Interests. Okay, I missed a week due to Displate just shuffling some things around and working things out, so I did miss last week's limited edition. It was space themed and is still available on their website if you are interested. I have also just put in an order for the Witcher Siri. That was their limited edition 2 weeks ago. So that should be arriving next week, and I'll get it in the lightbox and do a review once it arrives. If you've followed my channel long enough, you'll know I have a collection of statues, figures, pop vinyls. If you take a look now, so Last of Us, you've got Tomb Raider, you've got the Tomb Raider Displate standard, you can get it on their website, it's not a limited edition. If I pan over to the right, you will see after Tomb Raider, I have some slip cases, but then it's just Uncharted. I can't decide what to put back there. You see the square magnet. Now, bear in mind there's no leaf, but it is just the magnet where a Displate will sit. I can't decide which one to go for. After browsing their website, I've narrowed it down to 3 Displates. There is this one from Uncharted 2, the iconic opening scene where Nathan Drake is hanging off the train car. There is a fighting scene from Uncharted 4 where Nathan Drake, I think, is throwing his rope to swing and obviously do all his jumping and navigating the environment. However, if we don't go down Uncharted, we could go with God of War, and this is my top one. I really loved this when I found it. It is just standard. You will notice I've put a frame around each of them, but this is a standard. It's not limited edition. It looks awesome. I think it would look awesome on the wall. I'm really tempted to go for this, but I'd like your thoughts on it. Let me know in the comment section below. I will most likely give it a week before making an order, but I won't leave it any longer. I want to get the order in before the end of March. So, yeah, let me know what you think. Or I could just get all 3, you know. So, anyway, let's actually get down to the latest limited edition that was announced, I think, last night. The new limited edition, new design, Moonlight Assassin. It reminds me of Ghost of Tsushima. Now, if I was a huge fan of the game and I had statues and merchandise, I probably would get this just to put behind that. But then again, Displate have done a lot of Japanese-themed samurai Displates in the past, artwork pieces. So I guess spoiled for choice, you would have options. Now that that's said, let's actually return to this limited edition in front of us, this new one. There is an eclipse going on. There is 2 moons at the top. Now, whether that is meant to be a reflection, I'm not sure. I do love the contrast they've got going between the blues and this fiery red flare they have between the closer moon and then the lighting around this. I'm trying to think what they're actually called. House is the obvious word, so we'll just go with house for now. I mean, I'd settle for a house like this. It looks amazing. Anyway, let's get back to it. You have got forestry around the side, so I'm guessing there's going to be a good hint of green. And then, of course, the blues and the reds in the middle. There is a lantern on each corner, a glowing bit of yellow. And then, of course, you have the assassin standing in front of the closer moon of the 2. Returning to the bottom of this display in particular, where the stairs are going up to the house, you do have all this brickwork or rockery, if you like. This would be cool if they've done a ridged effect, so the 3D printing as such. If that's been done around the staircase and the sort of banister rail going around the edges, that would be really cool. We will get down to the details and features this Displate come with right now. Let's go through them one by one, shall we? Okay, so they've got a metallic effect on the windows apparently. How that's going to work, I don't know. I don't know if that's what's giving off this flare of red and this glowing appearance, like I said earlier, fire. You then have, obviously, the 3D printed assassin at the top. Now, I can imagine that. It hopefully is not going to be as limited as it was in Batman, the enemies of Gotham. Hopefully it's not just going to be just like the assassin himself. Hopefully there is more ridged work around the building in particular. And then we have a glossy texture. Now, they've listed it as a feature on the trees and the crows. I don't quite know how that's going to look. I would have thought the gloss would have been used on any of the glowing aspects, so the moons or the lanterns, the lighting inside of the house itself. I would have thought that's where the gloss would have been used, to give off a nice reflective surface. I'm actually surprised they haven't gone with glow in the dark. Those lanterns in particular would have looked awesome, and maybe the moon. But yeah, I am surprised that wasn't a feature when I started doing the reading. Yeah, after having the Fallout Quantum limited edition and how that glows in the dark, I'm surprised. But anyway, they've gone with what they've gone with. I am surprised they've gone with a glossy effect around the trees and the crows. So yeah, it would be interesting to see some other people's reviews. I'm going to keep an eye on YouTube, and of course if anybody else watching this does decide to get it, let me know in the comment section below what you think and how it looks in person. I will have Ciri arriving from The Witcher. They did a couple of weeks ago. That will most likely arrive next week. So I'll get that in the Lightbox, do a review, and then I don't know if it's going to go on display in my room, but I will find somewhere for it to go. It was only the other day when CD Projekt Red actually announced they've got The Witcher 4 in development. So I may be grateful that I actually pick up the Ciri limited edition. As you can see behind you, I have got space over beside Batman and above the Quantum, but my room is starting to fill up. Over here I've got Mass Effect. I got the large, I think it's the extra large, where they put a divider. Basically, you have 4 displays to build a picture. I've got that actually there. So yeah, my room is starting to, get filled up. So, and the fact Ciri doesn't actually, it doesn't really, I guess it doesn't suit my collection. It doesn't really fit the colour, the character. I've not got much Witcher merchandise. I own the game, sure, but that's about it. So yeah, we will. I'll get it in my Lightbox, do a review, and then it will most likely be, put in its sleeve and tucked away. Put into storage like the rest of them. So yeah, I have got the Hitman limited edition. You can't see it right now, but it is here by the doorway, coming into the room. I do plan to get that back in the Lightbox, do a review. It did appear, I think, earlier on in my channel, but that was before the Lightbox. So now that I've got that, I will go back to it and review it. Displate did also do another limited edition of Hitman walking down the street with a car in the background, some neon lights. I did pick that up as well. That will eventually get reviewed again, and we'll go from there. Anyway, if you got this far, thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe, ring the bell if you wish, and of course the most important thing, take care.